man. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Man, we've been working on getting this one. You guys, come on, man. Hold up. I got one of the young bulls coming out of Tacoma, Washington that's been putting in work for 7 years overseas, flat out. Play that wazoo. Baller, flat out. You see the hat. We ain't playing no games.
Come on.
I come to give flowers to my young boys and talk to the old heads when it comes to this Tacoma basketball situation. I'm serious about it. They don't call me killer for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I be owning it. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm turning it up a notch, man. Had to go get one of the young bulls. We've been talking back and forth for a while, but I got him on here. I want to introduce you guys to Crucial Conversation, man. This is D. Lacy. What's up, boy? What's going on,
Appreciate
man?
You, man? Appreciate you, man. That was a hell of an intro, too.
Oh, man, it's real. It's real, man. It's all the way real, man. I'm happy to get you on here, man. Welcome to Crucial Conversations. You know what I'm saying? So, first of all, we're going to get straight into what it's really about. We're going to talk about this hoop thing. Where are you located right now?
Currently, I'm in Levice, Slovakia. I've been here for it's going into week 3, doing preseason, 2-a-days. Yeah, just, the grind, just overseas, back at it. Like you said, my 7th year, my first year in Slovakia. So it's something new. Different experience, but it's a beautiful landscape, a lot of culture, a lot of history. So I'm excited for the season for sure.
Definitely. So you still playing the 2, or what they got you playing over
there? Yeah, I'm playing the 2. When I talked to the coach early, like when I was about to sign, he said he likes that I'm a combo and I'm a big combo. So I play the 2. I'll play like probably 30, 32 minutes a game, but 20 at the 2 and then probably like 10 minutes at the 1. We have a really good point guard at the 1, and I'm there just to give him some relief for about 10 minutes a game at the point guard position, and I can do that. I feel comfortable doing that. I've been, I had to learn how to do that once I got overseas, but now I'm comfortable, and now I can, be a point guard at 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, definitely. You adjusted.
Yeah, it's an adjustment. It's a whole new game overseas, so I had to learn the new game along with the new position when I first got overseas. So,
how'd you go about that? Was it like did you just train harder? Would you mental mind state? What were you going through at that point?
Yeah, it's more just mental. I mean, at this level, a lot of people can do a lot of things. I mean, I could dribble, but being a point guard is a lot more than just being able to dribble. You gotta know the flow. You gotta know every person's position in every single play. You gotta know where they're gonna be at. You gotta know the flow of the game. Like I said, you gotta know who's hot. You gotta know the game plan. You gotta know who we're attacking, who we're going after. You gotta know what sets, is that for a specific person or for, offense and defensively. And then you just gotta be a leader. You just gotta be. They look at you, you're the first person to pick up the ball. You're the first person to touch the ball on offense. You're the first, like I said, first person to pick up the ball on defense. So you set the tone, every single possession. So it was an adjustment coming from college where they just told me to go score. I never played anything with the ball in my hands, probably like, 10 possessions a year. But I watched a lot of film. Me being a scoring guard, I looked at film of like Damian Lillard, more like a Russ. But I mean, obviously I can shoot it pretty well. But just just how they go about being a point guard and still scoring and still getting people involved and stuff. So it's more of the mental aspect than it is physically. Obviously you can't. I mean, I still struggle with like small little faster guards. Just because I am, bigger than, I probably have 50, 60 pounds on all of them. And that's what they do. They're quick and they're, shifty and stuff. So, I mean, I'm not getting blown by. I still hold my own now, but it's it's an adjustment. It's an adjustment.
Definitely, man. Yeah, I can attest to that. I do remember that wasn't in Yugoslavia. I was in Norway when I first got out of college, and I remember the adjustment of just I went from being a rebounder you know what I mean,
Mhm.
and the defensive guy, you know what I
Yeah,
mean, to here's the ball.
yeah, you
And
have
I'm
to. You're
like,
import now. You're
yeah,
import, man. You got to do it all.
yeah.
You
Yeah, they
got
was like, here's the ball. You gotta go. I'm like,
you
oh,
got to
I'm
do
like,
it
all
all. You got
right,
to
yeah,
rebound. You got to
yeah.
score. Might have
You
to play
got
a
a lot,
little point forward sometimes. You
yeah,
just they expect you to
yeah.
do a lot.
Yeah, and I think my game just it changed automatically. But then I start learning how to be a professional. You know what I mean? I
That's key. That's
just
a huge.
even on my just on and off the court, mentally,
Yeah,
I had to make an adjustment. Like, you know what? As soon as I walk out of this room, I'm a professional. As soon as I leave my apartment, I gotta carry myself as such because everything's right there. You know what I mean? I don't really know
100%.
where I was. The people were nice out there, man. It was a lovely situation, man. So I enjoyed the aspect and learning about their culture, and it
Yeah,
kind of works for me because I'm kind of like, I grew up loving like medieval movies and
yeah, yeah. They
Vikings
all that
and
castle.
knives and stuff like. So I went for a walk downtown and was bugging.
Yeah,
Like, is that a
yeah,
Viking shit, bro? You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like I was
Yeah.
like
And
what? No way.
they keep it 100%, man. They don't change buildings like we do in the States.
No,
They don't let gentrification come up in their neighborhood. That's for sure.
it's not happening. It looks original. It looks
Yeah,
original, man. It looks original. So that was good, man. So I enjoyed that, man. I enjoyed that. And then yeah. And offensively, I just went to I worked on a lot of my shots. I start shooting from the same place. I would work out. I was like, man, you leave me open on the baseline, I'm wet. So it
yeah.
doesn't matter what you're doing. I was like,
Stop.
if you leave me open on the baseline, 17 feet, it's a shot every time. And I've shot thousands of these because there's nothing
Bro.
else for me to do. You
You
know?
gotta know. You gotta know your spots. Once you know your spots, you see this all the time. You see young bulls pulling up from three, and it's like, how many threes you shot in the year? And they'll be like, oh, just like 10. I'm like, then why are you shooting 200 threes a day? Unless you're gonna
Yeah.
shoot it in the game, shoot what you shoot in the game. And
Hmm.
that's part of being a professional. And that's part of
Yeah.
knowing what you get paid for.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. That's what's up, man. Well, shoot. First of all, I want to say, man, I'm proud of you for having these. That's 7-year run, man. You over there and you
Thank,
still doing it.
thank you.
So I'm proud of that,
Yeah.
man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's been hard. It's been long. But it's like you said, 7 years, man. It's a lot of ups, a lot of downs, but it's worth it. It is definitely worth it in my opinion. And
Okay.
trying to do seven more at least, until the body gives out. I'm trying to, not try to start, a chapter in my life before this chapter is over, if that makes sense. I don't want to
Yeah, I
leave
like
nothing.
that.
I don't want to have no regrets or anything. But at the same time, I have to be a man because I do that. A wife, and hopefully one day I'm gonna have a kid and stuff, and I have to start making decisions based on them. So we'll
Hmm.
see how much longer I got. But like I said, I want to play another seven. So I've been fortunate enough to do this. Not a lot of people can do it. Say they did 7 years. It's a long time, man.
Yeah, it's a long time to go. Yeah, I commend you on that, and I respect that at another level because 7 years and you're going every year. Um, and I'm assuming it's been numerous countries, and then
Yeah,
you're always dealing with a contract right after the season,
yeah,
and that whole thing. And people don't understand how emotionally taxing that goes. I mean, you're playing, you're
yeah.
having a good time, but you realize this is business. Like, I don't know.
Absolutely.
And then you lead a country, and even the team that you were previously playing for, they can tell you whatever they're telling you, but you're still out of the country waiting for the next contract unless you sign
Exactly.
it while you're there. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? And this is happening. You've done this for 7 years and you've been on the grind, man. So, like I
Yeah.
said, commend you for that, man.
Thank thank you.
Yeah,
And
for
it hasn't
sure.
been all, sunshine and rainbows. I've been cut, I've been released, I've been,
Hmm.
sent home. So I've seen it all. I've done it all. I've also, played above where I was supposed to be. So I've seen it all, I've done it all. And like you said, it's a business, man. At the end of the day, it is a business. And they gonna treat it just like that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just like that. You got to have some type of maturity level to get there. Like I want to go overseas. I want to go overseas. You got to put in the work, and then you got to be ready to, once you get there, it's a grind.
Yeah.
It's a grind to
No,
stay there. It's a grind. It's a grind. You know, you get them nose and them doors are slamming your face. You gotta get back up. You gotta wipe it off. You know what I mean?
exactly,
You gotta
exactly. And
wipe it off. Keep going.
I had to learn that. I was fortunate enough to be represented by Snow. He's in Seattle and he has a lot of guys. And during the time I was represented by him, he kind of helped me become a pro. And
Mhm.
I'm always forever grateful for that because it was a lot of tough times. And he was like, he basically walked me through, mentored me, and was like, basically shit happens, man. What you gonna do about it now? We got
Yeah.
this option, this option, this option, and we had a good run, and that was one of the main things that I take away, and I always say, he helped me so much, but that's a huge part is just understanding it's a business and being mature about it, and understanding that you might not be the favorite for everybody. Your
Hmm.
flavor might not be for everybody, but you just got to keep working.
Yes, yes, indeed. Like they say, what they go with, the styles makes fights, and when it comes to basketball, the style of play that you have actually, fits different teams in different ways, different coaches,
Yeah,
different organizations.
exactly.
Those are all sometimes can be three different outlooks on the thing, and you sitting there in the middle of it, and it's a high mess. You know what I mean?
And you just gotta have one person fall in love with you. That's all it
Hmm.
takes. And from the NBA all the way to overseas to college to high school, you just need one person to fall in love with you. And once
Yeah,
they do,
definitely.
it's just the opportunity you might need.
Sure. So we gonna go ahead and hit the rewind button, man. I want to
Yeah.
ask you.
Yeah.
So originally, where are you born, man? Where you from, man?
From
Who
Tacoma.
raised you? Who raised
Yeah,
you?
my mom. I was I was born obviously from my mom, and my dad, Leonardo Lacy. Not they know him from the Hill. My parents and then my mom got married when I was two.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think I was two or three around there to Greg Banks, and they raised me all the way until I was in high school, and I mean my freshman year in college got a divorce and stuff. But did the heavy lifting, the day in day
Okay.
out. Um, I lived in Tacoma, right off 11th Street in Orchard, right
Mm-hmm.
down the street from TCC. Um, I went to school, University Place Schools, and then while I was in Tacoma, and then I came back to Tacoma school districts for like middle school and all that. And then I was still in Tacoma, and I was like, I gotta get it. I didn't feel like I was reaching my full academic potential in Tacoma
Okay.
school. And then so in eighth grade, I left and I went back to University Place. And the
Mm-hmm.
thing, my mom was like, all right, if you do this, I'm not driving you to school. You're gonna have to get on that 28, you're gonna have to take the
You
53,
got.
you
Uh-huh.
have to go
Uh-huh. You gotta get that bus route going.
man, I was like, I gotta do what I gotta do though. I felt it was crazy at a young age. I just felt like this wasn't I was, I don't know, 14, 13. I was like, I gotta, do obviously all my friends that I grew up with, everybody was still in Tacoma, but I just felt like for me, trying to get to where I was trying to get to at the time was college. Um, that it is that was the choice I had to make. It was the hard choice to leave not my friends behind, but just go to a different school, put myself in a challenging academic space. And then we ended up being really good in basketball. So it all worked out, going to Curtis Junior High and then Curtis High School. Um, it all worked out in the long run. It was hard at the time, but yeah, so born and raised in Tacoma. Um,
Tacoma kid.
nothing
Ta-
else. Yeah.
Tacoma kid. That's what see, that's the thing we gotta get to these young boys, man. There's guys over there. I mean, any of you young boys happen to go across this podcast. If you know a young boy that need this message, need to know about D Lacy, you know what I'm saying? Need to look him up. Kid from the town doing 7 years pro. 7 years pro, man, professional, handling his business, seeing things all over the world, growing as a man, playing the game you love. Like I say, playing.
Playing the
You
game,
understand
man.
what I'm talking about? He playing a game, seeing
Playing
the
the game.
world. You know what I mean? Seeing everything. So you guys, you young boys in the town, man, get on your grind, study a little bit more, hit the books harder,
Yeah.
work out, but mentally check in. Have the mental fortitude to study the game. You know what I mean, Lacey? I was, you know, check it, man. I've been coaching. So I went back to Mount Humble where I graduated from. I
Mhm.
was like, if I'm gonna start coaching, I'm gonna go there. So I went there, volunteered for a couple years. Then I
Mm.
got in, I got in and I'm the JV coach, head assistant coach, right?
Yeah.
But
Congrats on
you know,
that too, bro.
oh yeah, thank you, mate. So it's a good, I'm having a great time. I love the energy. 94 feet. I'm really a introvert. As soon as I walk onto a court, extrovert comes out. I can talk to anybody. I'm not nervous. There's none of the
Mhm.
anxiety, none of that. Everything's
Who,
gone.
baby? Who?
It's 94 feet. We can have a conversation about anything. We could talk. We can make it. Come on. So that's just a beautiful thing for me because it's been helping me grow as a man, and then I can reach back directly to the type of kids that were around that were me when I was younger. I can talk directly to these kids. You know what I'm saying? The kids that are glossed over and looked over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but the
So,
main thing I've been telling these kids, man, like, okay, you working out, man. I got you doing plyometrics. You're over here. You're running in the morning. You come in here, you're getting your shots up, you're hitting the weights. Are you studying the game?
yeah.
Are you taking mental pictures while you're playing the game? Are you taking mental pictures while you're working out? If you're going, are you just going through the cones or are those people? Like, are you mentally
Mhm.
seeing that? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Are you visualizing? And so that's the things that I've been tapping into as far as when I figured out what helped me, I was a real mental mind state. I just told myself, everybody doubted you, they hate you, and that
Yeah.
was a big concept. And I would do things to protect that. Like I would not befriend people on purpose while I was
Yeah.
playing because I wanted to hate you. You know what I
That's
mean?
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
people with that mindset too. Yeah, of course.
yeah. I just wanted to hate you. So what I would all I would do is like even if I really didn't know somebody, if you knew somebody that I disliked and I seen you with them, yeah, I would just
Oh,
you
you
run with
moved
that
in
too.
with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, you're gonna get it too,
Fraternising
man.
with the enemy. Fraternising with the enemy.
Yeah,
This is my
you
celebration.
you're gonna get it. Now, I think that mind state that I had is, I don't expect all these kids to have it because everybody's different. But just having a mind state and a willpower to want to win that and believing in yourself can elevate you so much more. So, like crucial conversations, the longest conversation one will have is the conversation you will have with yourself. I talk to yourself accordingly. You know what I
100%.
mean? Yeah, you
Your
gotta
tongue
tell
is
yourself,
powerful.
like today, I woke up, it was 4:30. I was like, oh yeah, got D Lacy's over there. Yeah, we're gonna make this podcast pop. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You know what I'm saying? So, but it's
appreciate
all
that.
about, yeah, man, it's all about getting up. I already get up that time. So when you say, I was like, man, it's no problem. That's right. When the juices is flowing about
Yeah.
6:30, I'll be on the weights. I'll be in there
Good.
doing my burnouts and
Good.
everything, the business. So
I
it's just
see.
like, yeah, so it's like, my adrenaline get the pumping. So already I was like, man, I gotta make sure I calm down, but that's forget it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It
No,
is what it is, man.
energy. I love the energy.
Yeah, man. So
It's a different mindset, man. Some like you said, it's a new generation and they're attacking the game differently. I mean,
yeah.
it's a lot of social, a lot of social
Hmm.
media and it's about what it looks like, not about the result. And I mean, people with your mindset, it's not going extinct, but it's very far and few between compared to what it was. You got that old like the '90s, the bad boys, the
Yeah.
Rodmans, the I just don't like you, and I'm gonna go as hard as I can against you. Even
Yeah, yeah.
even I mean, Jordan used to, in the documentary, Jordan used to make things up and say,
Hmm.
man, he talked about something. I ain't like that, so I'm gonna kill him. You just got to get your mind to wherever you can get it to do what you came here to do, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, it makes, man, and the fact that the mind is so powerful, and then people hear it all the time, but I don't think people really focus in. If you mentally shift your mind, and things will happen for you. Like there's so many things that I've made it through in my life just because I told myself and I willed and I believed I was gonna make it through it. That I got through it. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Not just with
definitely.
basketball, but I start implementing that in business. The way I do business. No, I don't make. I don't. not befriend people. I kind of open up and I actually talk more. But my whole mind state of my aggression and my willingness to give it up my all to win, I projected that into business. I projected to
Yeah.
into coaching. You know what I mean? I projected into my family. You know what I mean? I'm very family oriented. Everybody says they got friends and family and associates. I have everybody's an associate to me, and I have my family. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And to be honest with you, I treat most of my associates better than most people treat their family.
100%.
You know what
100%.
I mean? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? People think I always show respect, I always show love, you know what I'm saying? To
Yeah.
to to everybody, man. I'm not trying to get in your way. Just leave me along over here because I don't need your assistance. I'm gonna just go do what I do. If I do what I do, I'm good. My lane, my path in my lane has always been on
Right
me.
here.
I'm
Focus
good.
on me. Focus on me and
Yeah,
mine, man.
yeah,
If you
that's
need
it.
me, I
I don't
got you.
I
But
don't
if
even
you're not going this way, hey man,
yeah, yeah,
can't do
I'm going this way. I'm looking here, man. Yeah, I
it.
tell people all the time. I tell people all the time. I'm like, man, I tell them, I'll be like, look,
Scammers killing me.
I'm going.
With or without you, man.
You know what I mean? I'm out.
Come
Is you
on.
going or not?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Is you going or not? Because I'm out. Because I'm out. You know what I'm saying? And the
Yeah.
thing with with my kids, they're getting a little older now. I got my three oldest, my oldest, he been out the house. He working and everything. I got two in college now.
One's
So,
that
and then I
schedule,
got an
right?
11th grader and 11th grader, and then I got a ninth grader. What's that?
Man. So one's at Skagit, right? He's
Yeah,
been
yeah,
doing well. He's
yeah.
been
Lejean's
getting
at
into his
Scattered. Yeah.
body. It's been I've been following him for a couple of years. And you could just tell his body grew faster than he knew how to handle it. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? How it's
Mm-hmm.
coming together and you can see him. And it's nice to watch from afar. It's nice to watch.
Yeah, it's a journey. It's a journey. Like, because of our age difference between me and you, like that's basically what happened to me. I was a
Hmm.
guard and then I started hitting growth spurts. Coordination got shot. I got hella thin. My knees and stuff start
Yeah.
hurting. I couldn't really, you know what I mean? I could still dribble, but I wasn't quick. Everything felt awkward in ninth grade, 10th grade.
Yeah.
So I ended up not even playing those 2 years. And in my junior year, I was on JV and I was swinging. And the coach told me, look, if you want to play varsity, man, you want to play, you got to learn how to play in the paint. Said you got to play down there. I had never played down there. That was right around the time I start falling in love with the game. Like I
Yeah.
start like I think I always loved it, but it was like I needed it. Like everything
Hmm.
around me, I was like, "Ooh, these walls is closing in." Yeah, I
Come
think
on.
I was at Mount
6'6".
Tahoma 92 to 96, 92 to 96, Mount Tahoma High School, man.
He
And
was right
the
in prime.
town, the
Ah,
town was hot,
ah.
hot.
That was man.
Yeah, so I'm in there like, okay, boom. So my junior year, I'm like, all right, man. And then I just made I hit the growth spurt and I didn't have the coordination and all that. And so I was like, I got to figure out a way how I can play. I was like, I got
Hmm.
to get to college. How do I do it? And there wasn't, there is no YouTube. I didn't know nothing about no trainer. I didn't know.
Nothing.
So nothing. I'm Saturday morning. I'm watching. D1 on TV, man. You know, uh, at that point, there wasn't that many D1 guys that came out of Tacoma. Matter of fact, they're telling coaches not to even recruit out of Tacoma because
Really?
there were so many gangs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what I did is I was like, well, I can't really shoot, can't really dribble anymore. I love the game, though. Can't really guard nobody. I'm 6'7" and a half going into my senior year. What do I?
You have
I'm
to do
about to
something different.
rebound.
Hey.
I said, I'm about to rebound like a monster. And I was like, how do I get I was like, these dudes they're not working out. I start noticing, I was like, yeah, he's way better than me. But I know for a fact we were just at the party. I know for a fact he was drinking and smoking.
For a fact. He ain't lifting them weights. He ain't putting
I
that
was
time in.
there. I started peeping it. I was like, ooh, he's slipping. Because I know he did that night. And I know he did it. He was over at Womp's house too. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. And he's starting at Lincoln. Oh yeah, I'm gonna destroy him. I'm waking up at 7. I'm going running. You know what I'm saying? I'm waking up at 7 in the
Yeah.
morning. I'm running. Then I'm gonna run some steps. Then I'm gonna run over to the park. Then I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot 200 fadeaways from the left, 200 fadeaways from the right, 200 fadeaways from right in the middle. That's the only place I'm shooting. Then I'm gonna throw it off the backboard and just keep tapping it till I can't jump no more with my right. Then do it with my left. Boom. Then I'm gonna run home. I'm gonna wake up my brother and I'm gonna tell him he's a bum and he's gonna get mad at me. And I'm gonna push him and he's gonna get mad and he's gonna come out there and he's gonna want to bust my ass. We're gonna play one-on-one and he's gonna keep playing me because I'm gonna keep talking shit and fouling him.
Yeah.
And he's gonna keep going hard. I'm gonna work on my defense so I can guard a guard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this every day all summer. Man, I must have came back to the school and just demolished 13 rebounds a game. And all I did was just run.
That's all, man. Rebounds effort. It's at first it's effort, but then you can develop that skill. Then you start. First is effort. Then you develop a skill of knowing where these shots are going, knowing who your personnel is, knowing their misses. I know a guy. He gonna hit the front rim 9 times out of 10 on his misses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So positioning, knowing, and just like it's just a feel, man. It's a gift, and what you can. It's a gift that can be developed, just like any other
you
one.
can develop. Yeah. You start
Just
reading
like
shots. Like I used to. All my guards used to love me. Hey, Tay, you come and rebound. Hey, man, I'll rebound for you. Go ahead and shoot. The whole time they're happy because I'm rebounding for them, so they're getting more shots up the whole time. I'm just reading their shot.
Yeah.
And after a while, my thing was after a while, once I got your read and your release, I would know if you were going to make or miss it, even if you didn't know. I can tell by your release. So there'd be times, you know what I mean, because I've rebounded for you so much, I can see the release. I'm like, that's off, and I'll shift as soon as you leave. As soon as I see the release, my guy that's in front of me, I already know the ball's going that way. So I'll plant and just sweep, and the ball just comes straight to my hand. I'll lay it up. You know what I mean? I processed that when I passed it to him. But on the same pass, you know what I mean? I could penetrate, kick it to my left, and see your release. I could stop while you release it and turn around and start going the other way because I seen your release. That's wet. Oh, that's wet, man. He blew you up. I'm already talking. The ball's in the air. Yeah, that's wet, man. Hey, we press. We're going in. Diamond. Diamond. We up. I'm pressing the point guard right now. I'm up on the point guard. Let's go. And then every sudden I could just shift. Yeah, I could shift energy. You know what I'm saying? Which was my main thing is like, okay, now I can run all day. I'm the best rebounder in the gym.
Yeah.
And I'm the heart and passion of my team just by the way I play. So once I start going hard and I start pressing up on a point guard and I'm kicking, I'm rebounding, and I'm all of a sudden the point guard's getting free threes because I'm rebounding and pushing it. I'm kicking it to the right. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden Chris Hipp is pulling threes. Chris Hipp is now the 2 guard.
Come on.
You're like, wait, hold on. And back now then, I'm coming up full court. We used to go to tournaments and cause havoc. It was nasty.
Yeah.
It was nasty with Lorenzo Rolling on the other wing, man. Come on, man.
That's a squad right there.
Oh yeah. We caused some havoc. We went to California, caused havoc. Oregon. We went over to New York. We beat them boys, and they wanted to fight us.
Man, no one likes to lose.
They had to have. Man, we had security had to get us out of Oakland because we beat them guys so bad. Beat them by like 30. I got a tech like in the first 10 seconds of the game because dude elbowed me. Jeez. I don't know. Yeah, he just elbowed me off GP. It was like tip ball. I turned around. I was watching the ball start backpedaling. He just caught me with one. Wow. So I gave him another one.
Yeah.
And it was on. It was like tech. The bench is cleared and everybody sat down. And I looked over at the coach. Coach looked at me. I started looking at the guys. I was like, man,
you gotta get ready. You gotta get ready.
Diamond, we're coming for you. We're pressing full court, trapping everything. I hope y'all in shape. I'm wilding right now. So, so you high school, you go to Wazoo, man. Tell me about Wazoo. How was your recruiting process? First of all, before you went to Washington State, did you have some choices going on? What's going on with that?
Well, it was funny because Curtis is only 10th, 11th, 12th. So 10th grade, I was like 7th man. Me and Drew was like 6th, 7th man, Drew and Vaughn. And then, so, we played, but we weren't like that. And then my junior year, it was our team because we had graduated probably like 5 or 6, and we were, a top 4 team, top 5 team in the state at the time. Then we graduated 5 or 6, so everybody didn't know what to expect. Ended up going like 19-1 in the regular season. Was the #1 team going in the playoffs, and
Mm-hmm.
stuff happened. But I played really well, and then started getting offers during Rashid Wortham actually was my first offer. He was at Eastern at the time, and then he was my first offer. Then it went to like Tulane, and then schools just start picking up heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And then a week before I was going out to WSU for elite camp. And a week before, I'll never forget, San Diego coach called me, and I was basically talking to him, and I was like, do I got an offer? And he was just basically like, no, we don't really give offers to anybody. You kind of got to earn it. And it really just kind of put me in a place like, all right, bet, say less. And then a week later, I went to WSU for elite camp and just dominated everybody. Was the best player, head and shoulders. I just played really well. And then the day I got back, coach called me and was like, you got an offer. But he kind of said it to the point where it's like, the way it works is like if a school offers, like say WSU offers, a bunch of schools will just follow suit, just because. And because of that, he was like, well, you got to offer, but, we kind of want to know sooner than later so teams don't just jump on you. And I wanted to go to ASU or like UCLA, but I wanted to stay in the Pac-10. At the time, it was the Pac-10. So I wanted to stay there. And then I talked it over with everybody and was like, Clay was there at the time. D'Angelo was there. They're having, a decent season. But it was an opportunity to really just be somewhere and focus on the game, because Pullman's the only thing there is WSU. So it's like nothing close. I mean, Spokane's probably an hour and a half away, and that's the closest city. So it was like I could legit. And then the biggest thing was they had a 24-hour gym. They said you can use your key and you can go into the gym whenever you want it. And I was like, hey, that's all I need. If WSU, you can get anything you want at WSU. You can party every day.
Hold up. Don't mean to break up your story. Rewind this back. So are you telling me they told you you got a 24-hour gym and you got there and they gave you the key and you can just go in the gym 24 hours?
Yeah. So like my student card worked, but get this. All right, let's say in like Mount Tahoma terms, say the gym is at the football field. Where I lived was on the other side of the school. So I just walked. I would just walk across, it took me probably from the time I left the door downstairs, walked across, it was probably 2.5 minutes till I was in the locker room changing. And then I could do that all. And I was like, shit, I mean, that's all at the time, all I cared about was hoop.
That's all you needed.
That's all I needed. So it was easy once I got there. But then, I made that choice. That was a big selling point for me. And they had speakers. They had like
so you got a gym, you got the gym and the speakers going.
Come on, man, it was 2011. Nip had just came out with the marathon. J. Cole had just dropped Sideline Story. Meek had just dropped, I think, Dream Chasers. So I would literally, my freshman year, just plug that in, any of those, and just shoot. And then, but the recruiting was there. That's why I went there, and had a good, good process, and with the coaches and stuff. And Curtis Allen from Tacoma, actually, he was one of the main guys that recruited me, and he was my main coach. Once I got to college, was the guy I really dealt with on a daily basis. And that was just
connection.
Exactly. It was a real comfortable connection. I was really, in the OG scene back when I was in high school, playing with Leonard and Cagle, and RJ was having open gyms, Hiram. I was in that, and everybody, I asked them about CA, and they say he was cool people. He's someone that you can trust, and he grew up in the town. He went to Wilson. Where I lived was literally 5 minutes from Wilson. So like that was just a comfortability with me that I can go there and trust. And my mom, felt the same way. So that was why I went there. And then once I got there, I just worked. And then when I got there, Clay had just declared for the draft. So he wasn't there. He was supposed to be, but he left early. And then so there was a spot, and I wasn't projected to start or anything. And then I didn't start the first 2 games, and then I ended up taking the starting spot from this guy. He was supposed to be. I mean, he was really, really good. He was really, really good. One of the best offensive players I've ever seen. But I just worked. I worked and worked my way into the starting lineup, and then I started every game for the rest of the season except senior night. I went in the coach's office and was like, hey, like, this guy deserves it. And he started for senior night. But besides that, the next 3 years, I started every game, and just, did what I had to do. I had a different plan going into college. I wasn't planning on going 4 years. I wanted to go 2 years and go to the league. I mean, that was just my goal.
Yeah.
Injuries and stuff happened, and that wasn't my plan. So, God had his own plan for me, and I'm thankful because, those 4 years was fun. It was really fun.
Yeah. The thing about college, I was telling him, we spoke about Lejean for a split second there. I was like, man, go experience that. Go
Exactly.
experience that, man. If you got it, go experience it, man, and have some fun while you do it, man. And he was like, Dad, I want to play until until I can't play no more. I was like, oh, well, then, yeah, that's what you got. Hey, well, then right now, already treat yourself like a professional right now.
Yeah.
Tell them that.
Yeah.
Treat yourself, be a professional right now. You know what I mean? I was like, it'll work out for you.
Yeah. It'll save yourself a lot of hard times in the future if you just act professional. But at the same time, it's hard. It's hard to tell an 18, 19, 20-year-old in college to act like a professional when you don't really have to, and you can sleep in, you can do a lot of things, but experience is the best teacher. So you live and you learn. Sometimes, you can tell them anything. You can lead a horse to water, you can't make them drink. So you can tell them all the stuff, but they're not going to really listen till they have to, or they go through.
Yeah. So my thing is, I just hope I just say it every now and then in different type of ways and just echo it off different walls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me throw that one this way. Let me throw
Exactly.
this one over here.
Exactly.
Let me remind them over here. Hey, look, let me just shoot them a couple of dollars and be like, make sure your mind right. You know what I mean? On a Friday. But yeah, here's some money, but make sure your mind right. You know what I mean?
What you gonna do with the money?
Yeah. You should be going to go get one of them pasta meals at that spot I stopped by when I dropped you off because it was good. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? The plate I got was about $38, man. You could eat big. You have a to-go plate, man.
Yeah.
So yeah. And let's get off. Let's switch it from hoop, man. When you got it kind of lit up there, man. You really into music? What you listening to right now? What's hot? What are you warming up
obviously,
to?
Drizzy just dropped.
Uh-huh.
So obviously I'm in the Drake. But my favorite art, I like lyricists. So my favorite artist is Cole, for my generation. But it's always funny when someone drops or something new drops. It always brings you back to Cole. So like I've been listening to Drizzy a lot, and then I just turned on Sideline Story. I turned on the Off Season, Forest Hills, just to get back to it. I'm excited for Kendrick to come out with some stuff.
Yeah,
Kendrick,
right.
He's been dropping some hints and here and there, and I think he just did a LA Leakers freestyle the other day that I haven't seen it yet, but I seen a snippet of it, and if this is how he's coming on the next album, it's gonna be crazy.
Oh man,
I'm
gonna have to look that up.
R&B guy. I'm a huge R&B guy. That's my go-to. You know what I'm saying? That's 80 besides who I just mentioned, and here and there some like Ross, all those people, but I'm an R&B. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm at 80% R&B.
You listen to R&B while you work out?
Yeah. I don't have no like.
You're one of those guys.
Yeah, sometimes I can feel my body, and my anxiety I have anxiety really bad. So like
Mm-hmm.
I can feel myself if I get too pumped up, like I can feel my mind racing and my body getting elevated.
Ah,
You know what I'm saying?
uh-huh.
Um, so like before games and stuff, I'll try to mix it in here and there. But
Okay.
like I can't listen to straight. I don't know. I can listen. Cole's just more of like makes me think and just makes me relax and all that. But like I'll throw in like let's just say Meek. I love old Meek. I'll throw on, some Dreams and Nightmares maybe. But I can't just
Mm-hmm.
listen to straight Meek for, before
Yeah,
a
yeah,
game.
yeah. Get you
My
too
body
pumped up
just
before a game, huh?
exactly, and I lose my focus and all that. So yeah, I
Okay.
listen. I even listen to like podcasts and stuff when I'm like lifting or doing
Mm-hmm.
some cardio or something, stairmaster, running, bike, whatever I do. Sometimes I listen to podcasts or I'll listen to people talk, interviews. But yeah, I'm all over the place, man. I love to try to diversify, not just be one person locked
Mm-hmm.
into one thing. But yeah, I'm an R&B. I'll let you know. I'm an R&B guy that hard for sure. I'll
For
bust it
sure.
no for you too.
No, no.
Get in that studio. Come
Oh,
on,
oh
man.
no.
Come
Let's
on.
say to plug up the microphone.
Come on. Nah, man. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Shoot, I listen to well, of course I listen to some underground. You know, when I grew up, my favorite artist was Brad Lynch, huh? Still is. But it's for different reasons. Most people just think about, the lyrics and whatnot, but it was delivery, the tone, the way he
Mhm.
rapped, you know what I mean? One of my life goals was to open up a show for him. So when I did rap back in the day, I did open up for Brother Lynch Hung. So after that, I was like, I'm solidified. I'm done rapping.
Go. Yeah. Yeah. You can't tell me nothing, man. Come
It's
on.
over. It's over. I'm done. I
Solidify.
open up for my favorite
Yeah.
artist. I'm out of here, man. Yeah. Nice being here, man. I'm gone. So, you know what I'm saying? But as far as working out, I can listen to Meek. I can listen to almost anything. If it's good music, I can listen to it.
Yeah.
You know what I
100%.
mean? I will find an artist, and because the cover looks good, and I will be at work and I'll just press play and put the phone back in my pocket and I'll
Yeah.
just let the album play. Now, I listen because I'm into the artistry of music itself. So if the lyrics are bad, I'll listen to the beat, I'll listen to what they're doing in the background. I'll try to figure out how they're arranging it. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? So I can go into that aspect. But what I've been listening to now on repeat is Shoe Gang, the Shoe
Sure.
Gang freestyle that came out. Man, yeah, yeah, yeah. Eminem produced it, but they cut from the cloth of Crooked Eye from Slaughterhouse. Crooked Eye,
Wow.
he's on the
Wow.
West Coast, King
Yeah.
Crook. So, I mean, I believe one of them they might be related, but they're flowing, man.
Man,
Flowing,
what's
man.
his name? You might fuck with him too. The Locks is coming back strong, man.
Oh
They
yeah,
coming
yeah,
back
yeah, yeah,
strong.
yeah. Locks,
Strong.
yeah. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed when they went at it, man, on the verses, man. I like that
The verses
because
was cool.
Jadakiss has been hard for a while,
Come
and
on.
then that opportunity to get on that stage, and I was telling somebody else this, and this is goes to a lot of different things. I'm a fan of greatness.
Yeah.
I like,
I mean
how
too,
some
man.
people see things that are great and they be trying to hate, well, man, it's not that
I love
good.
LeBron. I
No,
love Brady. I love Jeter. I love
yeah,
greatness.
I
I'm
love
watching
I love
greatness, bro.
greatness. I'm like, I
Come
don't
on,
care
man.
how many titles he got. Nice.
You feel me? I love watching it. Like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
he about to do something that we're not used to seeing. You know.
yeah, yeah, man.
I love that.
I live my life striving towards goals, and that's part of living to me, man. I wake up, I have goals that I try to achieve every day, and I keep going. Man, somebody that's just hitting the mark,
Yeah.
continue to be great and growing up. I admire that, and they're just going up, going up, going up, or just repeatedly winning. You know what I mean? I like that. Some people just be like, "Nah, man. Hey, man. If hey, great is great." Great
Exactly.
is great. There's a lot of post situations out there, but great is great, man. I've always been a fan of greatness. You know what I'm saying? So when people do great things, man, I acknowledge it. I watch it. I enjoy it. You know what I mean? So I don't root against greatness at all. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
At all. At all.
At all. I clap
I'm the
for it.
same way.
Yeah, I
I like
support it.
dynasties. I like all. One thing I did not like. Speaking of like dynasties and greatness and stuff, I didn't like KD going to Golden State. I think he was just too good to do that move. You know, I just think he could have beat him. He had him 3-1 the previous year. It's like you're good enough to win without him, bro. I mean, now you just knew you was gonna win. Now, you know.
Yeah, it was solidified when he went there. It's like there's
Yeah,
nothing nobody can do.
that's one. That's one I couldn't get behind. But I mean, he's still one of the top 5 greatest to ever play, probably when he's all said and done.
Yeah, he's definitely different, man. His style of play and the way he played. I I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming this early in the game. Like when you watch the development of the game, you know what I mean? I seen it. It was eventually going to get there, but he came and just
No,
watching him develop.
if people really understand, like, been around a 7-footer just in regular life and just see how
Yeah,
tall they are, and then
yeah,
you get a good like you know, like a 7-footer's tall, man. He shouldn't be. You got
yeah,
to duck. You know, he's just tall. And then you see
yeah,
KD, and then the way he moves and the moves he's doing, how skilled he is. It's hard, bro. It's hard not to say that. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be a force, a problem, and he's not top 5. Like
yeah.
it's unreal.
Yeah,
That's
he's
a real
top five.
uniform.
Yeah, man, he can. Yeah, he's definitely climbing the charts, man. I think. Yeah, I don't think people, the basketball novice, I don't think they're not
No,
even getting how big that dude is and how long he is, and then what he's doing and how that translates. Like that is, it was like, man, it just looks so easy. He just, hesitated. He pulled up. Yeah, but a hesitation for somebody with a 7'6" wingspan. You know what I'm saying? At 30 feet away from the hoop and he just goes like this and just stretches out on you and you're
come on.
stuck like, oh man, he's engulfed me, and then he just pulls up.
Yeah,
And then
it's
he'll go
unreal.
by you, he's punching on your center ain't got a shot, he's gonna
He's taller
full
than
head of,
most centers, and
yeah,
now
he's
and then,
banging on you. You got the
come on,
6'8" dude playing center, you got the 6'8", 270
come
dude
on.
playing center, being a bully down there. He ain't getting up there. It's a
Exactly.
wrap. It's a wrap,
Like I
man.
said,
So
bro, if you fully comprehend like how tall he is and how athletic he is, it's unreal. I don't like us, and I don't think he should have went to Golden State, but you know, to each his own. I mean, he got what he went there for, but I think he could have did it in OKC. I mean, I don't really like OKC because they stole our team, but I think he could have did it there for sure with Russ, and you know, but at the same time, I'm not in his shoes. Me being a professional athlete, I understand what it's like to get criticized, and you know, people think it's different. I can't say what I would have did in his position, but
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just saying, from the outside looking in, as a basketball fan, I
yeah,
couldn't.
yeah.
It's hard for me to accept.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. I was looking at I like greatness, and he was already great to me. I knew what he was going to do. So when he did that, I was like, man, they're just going to win it. And it kind of took the
Yeah,
fun out of just watching it, really. I already knew. I was like, man, come on, get out of here with that. That's too much. That's too much heat right there. And he
that's a
can
lot.
control again. That means you get to take nights off. Like people are like, there's not going to be that. No, I take a night off. I'll give you
Yeah.
guys 16 tonight. Give you guys 40 tomorrow.
16. Some people
I'll give
never
y'all
score
16.
16
Yeah,
in
I'll
the
take it off. I'll go for 21.
Come on.
And then
That's
I'm gonna drop 40 tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I was like, you guys ain't getting it, man. You ain't getting the mindset some of these dudes in. He's like, I got dudes that's balling, man. Hey, Clay, go ahead and Clay, you hit. Let me go ahead and kick
that's
you
the
the
thing.
ball.
KD
That
was
means I'm
going for
chilling.
16, and then you got Clay going for 30, and then you got Steph going for 35. It's like,
So that 16, it was all good. He was chilling.
yeah, yeah.
He wasn't even
It's
worried about it. He wasn't even worried about it. See, but the thing is, like when he went there, I was kind of, you know, deep down in my soul, just Northwest, Pacific Northwest. OKC jacked us for our squad, man. Then they named it
exactly.
the Thunder. At the time, the semi-pro team in Tacoma was named the Thunder. We had a logo. Our logo looked similar. It looked like they just stole our whole logo. They had our same colors, and we were like, what in the world just happened? We got jacked, but we're a semi-pro team in Tacoma, Washington. Y'all can look that up. Tacoma Thunder. Before there was OKC Thunder, and they took the songs from us. We had Tacoma Thunder, and the logo was so similar. We almost could get them for copyright. It was that close.
Then y'all
D, it
turned
was
into
that
a
close.
couple tied, right?
Yeah, that was
I
later.
remember.
Before
Yeah, I
that, we
remember
were
the couple
Tacoma
tied.
Thunder. Before they jacked it.
Mm,
So when KD left there, I was kind of happy. Like, yeah, man, they don't need to win
exactly.
anyway,
It was
man. Get up out
bittersweet,
of
but
here.
it was like you could have chose
Yeah,
a different
yeah.
team,
Yeah,
man.
I was hating. I was like, man,
Yeah.
yeah, get up out of there, man. it's a wrap. They jacked us. You know what I'm saying? So, but hopefully we get a team back in the Northwest, man.
Soon. We will soon, man. Soon. It's the basketball guys is looking out for us.
They gotta help us out here, man. We got basketball junkies up here, man. I'm trying to get on. They need to go ahead and put a team up there so I can go up there and you know what I'm saying, sweep the
Blue
floor or
Pocket.
something. Let me get a job.
Sweet
Let me get a
sports.
job. Yeah, I'll sweep the floor. And that's all. Hey, if they let me in the door, I'm a worker, baby. Don't let me in the
Man,
door. Put me on the bottom floor. I bet you I'll get where I
you
need to
know,
go.
man, something crazy that like people always ask me like, what's your favorite like memory in college and stuff? And obviously, I had a really good career in college. Um, but my favorite memory
Mhm.
was we played at the Key Arena, and Kevin Calabro did our game, and I went up to him because they do like a walkthrough before, and like he was just sitting there looking up. And I was just like, yo, this is pretty cool that, you're doing my game and stuff. Like I grew up watching the Sonics and stuff. And he looks and he goes, this is the first time I've been in this gym since since the Sonics have left. And
Oh
then
wow.
that was the day before our game, and then we did our game. And people always ask me, and it's just like, you wouldn't understand if you weren't from, the Northwest.
Yeah,
Because I,
it's the
I was like,
Northwest thing.
it was
Mm.
so cool. He like, I don't know. And I watched it back with him talking. You know what I'm saying? Like you watch the game as if I was a kid again, but now I'm watching myself play in Key Arena, listening to Kevin Calabro. It was even like, it still just gives me kind of chills and stuff just because it was, I don't
Yeah,
know, that's my favorite moment. People always
it was
ask like,
special. That
I've hit,
energy.
come on, man. I played big arenas, I played in Staples, like it's unmatched.
Yeah, that different type of energy, just that inner being, it brought you glow. Like,
Man,
I mean, I could tell by the when you're even talking about it, like, ooh, like
yeah,
you can
it
feel
was
it again. Like, it's a
yeah, I think
special
I was
moment. That's
18,
what's up.
man. I was 18, and just when he said that, I was like, what? And he's
Uh,
about to do my game? Oh yeah, I'm going off. I think I had like 90 as a freshman. I think I had like 19. We played, I think Pepperdine. Like it was just a great game, man. It was fun. It was fun.
yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up,
Yeah.
man. I remember when we went to state, we
Mm.
had a 9 o'clock game, and Key Arena had just got built. We were the first high school team to go to play on it. We played at
Swear.
9 a.m. I hated that 9 a.m. game. I knew we was gonna be in trouble because we was playing Redmond. They was a tough team at the time. But when I tell you I was so excited, I grabbed the ball and was the first one on the court, ran out there and just dunked it real quick.
First dunk, baby. First dunk. Hey,
First, I'm the
you
first
can
high
hold
school
that for
kid to
your
dunk on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm the Key
first.
Arena. I was the first high
Take
school
that to
kid
your
to
grave.
bang out. Yeah,
Take that to your
ran
grave.
to it, man. And I was excited, man. I was excited. So we went, yeah, that was a big game for us. You know what I'm saying? But shoot, I know we coming down. You got to go put in work pretty soon, man.
It's time to clock in here a little bit. Like I got like 10 minutes. Time to
Okay, for sure,
clock
for
in.
sure. Clock in, put in that work. You know what I mean? Be a professional. Be a
Yeah.
professional, man. Man, train of thought. I had something I was going to ask you. What was I about to ask you about, man?
Okay.
What was I about to ask you about? We already hit the music because I went there. Man.
I mean, if I I'll say this, since there's so much free time as a professional athlete,
Mm-hmm.
I think kids need to start reading more. And I didn't start it until um my last couple years, probably 5 or 6 years actually, of
Mm-hmm.
just reading more because I have so much free time. I actually just finished the Malcolm X by any means necessary, and I got two more books in there that I'm about to read. But as I'm on this platform, if I could say anything to a kid that's not basketball related, that's not, you know, it's just trying to grow you as a person, is to start picking up books. And it doesn't have to be, science fiction, no Harry Potter or nothing. I only like, self-help books that, help you with your mind and help you
Mm-hmm.
understand your mind, help you control your mind. That was my, major in college, was the human development of, the mind and the body and stuff. So um, if we could touch on that, just, I wanted, people to understand that it's so important that your mind is so important that you have to train it just like a muscle, just like anything else.
Hmm.
So, I obviously play video games. I'm not gonna lie and say I just read all the time. But you gotta be conscious of what you put into your mind and what you put into your ears at the same time.
Yeah, definitely, 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 man. Yeah, yeah, that's a good point, man. You when you get to the reading and taking your mind, it takes your not kind to it does take your mind into a different journey. You learn things, you keep developing, whether you retain it or not. I mean, you think you retain it or not, it's there.
No,
It's there, you know what I mean? And then, expanding, getting knowledge, man, and it'll help your vocabulary, it'll help you understand things, it'll take your
help
mind
you,
off things, you know what I
yeah, help
mean?
you
Get
be
you a
less
good book.
egocentric, man, and stop thinking about yourself all the time and thinking about others. That's
Yeah.
and just how you treat others and how others perceive you, and you know
Mhm.
how to go about certain things. It's kind of like having some mentors in your back pocket that you can just reach out and just read about them and read how they handle certain situations.
Yes,
So
indeed. Yes,
yeah,
indeed. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I got up on audio books. I'm so busy during the day to sit down and read is probably right about the time I'm about to fall asleep.
yeah.
So I got audiobooks, and when I'm at work, boom,
My
I
girl
plug it
listens
in,
to
and I'm
it.
and another thing about me, I'm my learning curve, my audio is so high that reading. If I'm reading something, the room has to be quiet,
Yeah.
or I won't pick it up. It won't comprehend. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I need something. I need to focus in. But if I'm audio, I can kind of just go about but that has been the main
Yeah.
audio. I'm like one of them
Yeah.
people. Like if I'm watching TV and you put it on YouTube and you're sitting next to me, I can't even watch the TV anymore because you
Yeah.
done threw another sound in here and you done messed up
I'm
my
worried
whole.
about the sound 100%.
Now I'm
My
like
girl
I'm
listens
like,
to
man, look,
audiobooks.
can you? I ain't saying it's loud. I'm just saying it's another noise. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I don't need no other sound but this sound right here. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? But right here on the TV. So David Goggins, I got into David Goggins' book and
I like
it
it.
kind
I
of
like it.
and it was right around the time I was thinking about doing a podcast. Um because the podcast is actually inspired by my brother who passed away, Aaron. So it's like AIM, and he wanted to do a podcast, and we were talking about doing one.
Mhm.
And I was dealing with some loss with my mother, and then when he left, it was kind of like, okay, I got to do this. Oh well,
Yeah.
he didn't leave; he transitioned. He's still here. So um,
Mhm.
the whole area is kind of dedicated to them, and to my loved ones and people I lost. You know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
even symbolic to everything that's behind me,
Yeah.
has something to do with either was given to me from the people, what I mean, that passed away, or has something to do with some loved ones that are still here.
Yeah.
So everything around me got just little things to kind of get me inspired, try to give me that spiritual lift and that growth to just keep going. Because sometimes,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. When I was a little younger, I tended to give up on myself, not give up on myself, not pay attention to myself.
Yeah.
What I really wanted when
Mhm.
what I mean, what I really wanted to do. I wasn't paying attention to that. I was just doing things. I wasn't taking care of Dante, you know what I mean? Which doesn't make out to be a good father, doesn't make out to be a good husband, cousin, friend, if I'm not taking care of myself. So lately it's like been honing in, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No, this is dope, man. I appreciate this platform. And now you got a platform, man. And
Yeah,
I'm sure your mom and your brother, RIP, would be proud. And I'm sure they are proud. This is dope because, you're giving a platform to people like me who, not a lot of people might not know about me, but now, they can know a little bit more about me. And we're from Tacoma, man. We're just trying to put Tacoma on. You've always been doing that, from a minute ago. I've known you for a long
yeah.
time, and it's always about Tacoma. Like you said, play for Tacoma. But yeah, it's a great platform to have, and you're using it the right way. And I appreciate you, man. And I thank you. I thank you for giving me this platform. But keep going. It's dope to see. I've been following for a couple since you've been posting and stuff. So it's dope to actually be on here, and Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Dude, I appreciate you for coming on here, man. I appreciate you for coming on here because your story is one that deserves to be told, and it's not over. You got great things that going on, and one thing that you said that's in common. It's a Tacoma thing. Believe it.
It is.
You know what I mean?
Come on, man.
Believe it. The
253, man.
Tacoma,
Come on.
yeah, the
City of
quarter,
Destiny, baby.
yeah, the quarter tray. We here, man. We're here. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I just need to let, you know, I just wanted to build a platform so people can, a platform so people can jump off it, man. We're gonna
Yeah.
jump off it, and we need to do
Keep
more.
going. That's what we're doing, man.
As far as what I'm going and where I'm going, I can be honest with you. I don't know. I'm just going.
There's
I'm trying
nothing
to
wrong
get
with that,
better
man.
at this.
As long as you
I'm
do
gonna
it in
keep
a
talking to
positive way.
people. When the time connects, I'm gonna connect to people, and
Yeah.
then I'm gonna connect the rest of my business ventures and start doing more. Start doing live shows, start doing shows over here, and just bringing things together, throwing tournaments. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Putting on hip hop shows, putting on art galleries. Getting into
Yeah.
things. So
Love
I
it.
got all
Love
kind
it.
of things I want to get into, man. So I'm gonna just keep growing, and then I'm gonna keep going, and as the platform grows, what I mean, everybody on here, and then I always go and I tap in with my guys. So after you've been on the
Yeah.
show, but what I mean, but see, it's the thing about me is you're on the show now, but I've been tapping into you randomly every it'd be a year, maybe 6 months.
100%. I
I'll
can
just shoot
attest
you
to
a
that.
text.
There's no faking that either. You
Yeah,
definitely have.
I'll just shoot you a
Definitely.
text. Boom, how you doing?
Yeah. Definitely
Boom.
have. 100%.
Yeah, and that's not to that's just in case you just need that little, yeah, that's some town love right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
Somebody from
sometimes
the
that's
past.
all you need. Like you're already a
That's all that
grinder.
matters, bro. It's all that
Yeah.
matters.
Yeah. I'm already a grinder. I'm sitting up here. Who's this text? Oh man. Oh shit. Oh, all right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Give you
Hey,
some
Tay
spirit
just hit
going
me.
into the practice or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
nah, it's appreciated, man. I try to do the same with some little homies and just tap in every once in a while and just, man, what's up? How you doing, bro? What's good? You good? Hey,
Mm-hmm.
read this. If you need this, do this. How's your body
Mm-hmm.
feeling? Tips of the
Yeah.
trade. It's just, checking in, make sure we're doing right.
Yeah.
As I'm starting to become an OG, man. I'm damn near
Yeah.
almost
You
30.
there. Yeah. You
I
getting
gotta
there,
do
man.
what people did to me. I
Yeah.
gotta check in
Yeah.
and make sure everybody's straight.
Yeah. Keep everybody straight, man, because then when you built that, man, and what we didn't have, like I kind of grew into it and I felt like it was kind of almost bestowed onto me the whole Tacoma ride for Tacoma basketball. Even if you don't, I mean, let's be honest, even if you don't go to the league, Dante, you got to ride for this. You got to ride for this because your truth is Tacoma basketball. You know what I'm saying? You went through some situations as a child in basketball is what you did. You know what I mean? Lacy? I
Yeah,
used to run away from foster homes with a basketball. That was it. That's how I did it. I'm out.
yeah,
I got the ball. I'm going. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
All you
I'm
need
going.
sometimes, man, is a ball.
Yeah.
Ooh, we need a
Yeah.
hoop.
And then and through basketball, I built all these different relationships with all these people all over the city.
Yeah,
So then I was like, okay, well, I got the podcast. What do I do? Who do I talk to? Well, I know all these people from basketball. Let's start bringing it now. Is it a basketball podcast? Okay, it could be. It
it
could
can
be,
go
but it's
to
still
music. It can go to anything.
conversations. It can
Exactly.
be anything, and we can just keep going. But these relationships right here was all because of ball that I fell in love with, that you
Yeah,
fell in love with. You know what I
took me
mean?
all
And
over the world.
and so
All
that's
over.
where it got us right here. And you going all over the world, seeing all kind of things, man. You're about to go outside. What time is it over there?
431.
4:31. So you about to go clock in, put in this work.
Lock in.
You in a foreign country, straight from the town.
Come on,
Straight from
come
the
on. They
town.
know
You
where
in
I'm from too. They
Slavia,
they try to
man.
act like, come on, man, I'm from Tacoma. They be like, oh, it's like, but I said, nah, I'm 20
Yeah.
minutes south, bro. 30 minutes
South,
south.
south from
Tacoma.
Tacoma. Get it right.
You're right, man.
And it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I tell people the same thing. Like, nah, man. They was like, how come you just don't say you're from Seattle? You're not close because I'm not from Seattle. It's
Nah,
You know what I'm saying? Tacoma's its own city. It's a whole different vibe, man.
own
You know what I'm
identity.
saying? I don't know Seattle like that. I know people in Seattle, got love for people in Seattle, respect
100%.
people from Seattle. There's no hate. I'm a Tacoma kid. Now, if we go out of the state, and I got dudes from Seattle that I test, we go out of state
We
and
from
something
Washington.
happens to one of my dudes from Seattle, we from Washington.
Yeah, 100%. We
We from
together.
here, man. And they are now from you. They from Tacoma to me now.
We always
Let's
got to go back and answer for what happened. So we
Yeah.
together, man.
We together out here. We together out here. You know what I mean? You know what I'm
100%.
saying? So, and they can attest to that, man. So I'm just, like I said before, I mentioned numerous times, man, I'm just proud of you. I want you to keep going, man. Keep taking heads up. Keep your mind right. You know what I'm saying? You read Malcolm X. Go ahead and get you some more books, man. Keep expanding. And I know you said you're not coming out with no exit plan. Well, just keep expanding your mind. So when you get done playing, you'll have so many thoughts, and you'll be so sharp. You'll be able to excel and take off and go win. It's a whole nother thing, man. Because if you're playing this many years overseas, it shows that you got dedication and you're willing to work.
Of course, I appreciate that, man. It's likewise, you know, the love is mutual, and I thank you, man. I appreciate you. It's only the beginning for both of us, no matter the age. We still going.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going, man. We're going to get into it. Well, shoot, man. That's going to be the end of this segment. I want to thank you for coming for show. Hey, everybody. This was the end of Crucial Conversation episode with my guy, D. Lacy, man. He put it on. He's coming from Yugoslavia. It's early in the morning over here. It's like 7:30. We started at like 6. We had some complications. It was wild, but we got on here. The audio got on here. I had to reset my whole computer. You know what I mean? We did some camera things going on here. We was getting tricky. You know what I'm saying? So
made it happen.
You know. Remember this. Crucial Conversations, the greatest conversation, the best conversation, the longest conversation is the conversation you had with yourself. Talk to yourself accordingly.
Amen.